Interesting. I can imagine. So we are up on recording, right? So I would have loved to I would have loved to go over that introduction again on what we'll be doing in the long term, the different phases as we are currently in phase one. So please, for those, I'm just going to do this for those persons that you know that are going to be watching the recording. So what we actually said before starting, please pardon me, everyone. So what we said while we started the webinar is that we are going on a journey that entails 6 phases, right? And we are currently in phase one, and this is going to be a long-term thing. We are going to be having, if possible, 2 webinars in a month, if possible. If not, we'll just have to stick with one. And these are the different phases in which we are going to be navigating each and every one that is serious about taking their business to the next level in 2026. So different phases from the brand business clarity and foundations, which we are on right now. It could maybe take like 2 classes to finish the 2 or 3 lessons or webinars to finish this. And phase 2, content creation, attention, brand visibility. Stage 3, how you guys are going to be learning how to run your Facebook ads and customer acquisition. Phase 4, sales and conversion. Phase 5, business systems and operations and authority. Scale long-term growth, which is phase 6. All right. So right now, what we are doing is we are looking into the 7 dangerous misconceptions or most business owners have. All right. So we've looked at the first one, which is if my product is good, people will buy. And now we're in the second, which is marketing means posting flyers on Instagram. All right. So are we together, everyone? Are we together? Are we together? So we are back now. We are back. All right. I actually mentioned that marketing is not about posting, and marketing is strictly understanding human behavior, attracting attention, building trust, communicating value, guiding people towards a building decision. All right, guiding people towards towards a buying decision, because posting randomly is not a strategy. Now, I want to ask you guys a question. Have you ever been in a webinar, right? You have been in a webinar, you've been on it could be a webinar, it could be a YouTube video, it could be anything, whereby at the point where, I will actually call it closing, but let me not assume you understand what I'm saying. This person, first of all, told a story, right? He told a very emotionally pulling story or alluring story. And he first of all started with, oh, I was broke from here. This was then when I was struggling with this particular thing in my life. Then it got to a point, he told the story, then he gets to a point where he now tells you about how this business model is working for him. Then the next point is that he went to a section where he stacked different offers. He told you, okay, this is so typical. So the person told you, okay, this is what we are going to be getting in this dynamic, profitable, passive income. That was so good. I was almost getting there. Dynamic, passive income business model. Let me just call it that. And he started listing the offer. This is what you're going to be learning. You're going to be learning how to do this. You're going to be learning how to do this. You're going to be learning how to do that. And then he stacked different offer. Then he's now telling you that this, if you want to get this separately, this is actually going to be costing this. If you want to get this separately, this is actually going to be costing this. Then he packaged all the offer. Then you see that, oh, it actually amounted to, let's just say, 2 million naira. Then, sorry, you guys are looking at me as though you guys have not experienced this kind of thing before. So please, if you've experienced this kind of thing, just put something in the chat section or just react, all right? So they stacked up that offer, and you're on the edge of your seat. You are wondering, like, if I don't get this right now, I think I'm going to die. I think rapture is going to happen. I'm not going to make heaven. So you are seeing all of these things. You are on an emotional edge, and he then tells you, oh God, then he breaks your heart, and then he tells you, oh, this is 2 million naira. Then your heart is heartbroken at some point. Then he now tells you, if you get it in the space of 48 hours, the whole thing is you can get the whole thing at a crash price of 25,000 naira, and you're like, oh my God, I have to get this right now. I have to get this right now. You take your school fees, you take every single thing and you just stash it in there. Or you even borrow money and you tell somebody that if this thing does not blow, if I don't blow in the space of 2 weeks, change my name. How many of you have been there before? In the space of 2 days, it will increase. How many of you have been there before? Right. So now I want you guys to tell me the difference between that particular experience or what I just told you and the flyer that you are posting online. What is the difference? I need comment section right now. I need you guys in the comment section. What is the difference between those two scenarios? The emotional scenario that, okay, let me not say, but what is the difference? What is the difference, guys? You guys should engage on this. So we are actually going on a journey, okay? It's not a sprint. All right, let's do this. Let's do this, guys. I need your answers in the chat section. All right. So what's the difference? What's the difference, guys, between those two scenarios? Between the scenarios that I just made up right now and the scenario of you just posting flyers and everybody seeing your stuff and passing. The values are cutting edge plus the urgency. That's beautiful. So you actually mentioned something there underneath. You guys should. There's something I also want to communicate. So you guys should follow. So the major difference between those two scenarios, one of them is that one person understands that people buy emotionally and justify with logic, while you yourself, you are being logical in just posting your flyers. I like, oh, as much as I'm posting flyers, people should just buy. While the other person is using the power of psychology to push people's emotions to the edge in order to sell a product. While on your own end, you are just being, oh, if my product is good enough, they should just buy. But that is not true. It does not work like that. So somebody says here that the webinar scenarios has a relatable story. So you guys are mentioning some key points that I really love. The webinar scenario has a relatable story and that grabs you their emotion. So let me pick out the major things from this point now. One of them I see here from Gideon is focus on people, what they want, introduce urgency. That's human psychology. Take this key point, please. Then the next point is the webinar has relatable stories. That is still playing on human psychology and human emotions. Now, I want to tell you this. I've been, recently I've been doing some reflections and all, and I just came to realize that if you understand human beings, there's no way you will be broke. Yeah. If you simply understand how human beings work, it will be hard for you to be broke. It will be very hard. So beneath all of this, your flyer design, I was trying to tell somebody this, like you are doing flyer, learn on psychology, learn on human psychology, learn what makes human beings tick. The thing is that we study economics, we study physics, we study chemistry, we study a whole lot of things. We study geography, we study politics, geopolitics, we study everything, but we leave the major thing that determines the outcome of every other thing, which is the study of human beings. If you don't study human beings, you don't know how they think, how they work, what makes them resonate, what makes them, what shifts their emotions. You are missing out on a lot. All right. So that is why the people that move the needle in every organization is not necessarily the skilled people, but the people that understand people. Am I communicating? So write that code down, put my name underneath and post it online. All right. So, that is mine. All right. No plagiarism here, guys. All right. So people understand human psychology. Now, this is where I would love to recommend books, but I think I would add that to some recommended books I'm going to be, sending out on your emails, right? So if you've not registered for this program, right, you are actually going to be missing a lot. So I'm going to be sending some books, some movie recommendations, and also, I don't want to mention that, so that will be afterwards. All right. Sorry, let me just put that down just in case I forget. All right, so let's move ahead. All right. So marketing means posting flyers on Instagram. This is a myth. All right, it does not work out. Then moving on from there, more views equals to more sales. How many of you have wondered why is it that I have over how many thousands of followers, but nobody's actually buying. Hello? Hello, guys. Are we together? Are you guys here? How many of you can relate to that? You could just, signify, you have thousands of views, but no one is actually buying. No one is actually, why are they not buying? I thought more followers will actually equate to more sales. But why is it that the outcome in my case is actually different? It does not work like that. Attention does not always convert, right? Attention does not always convert to outcomes in terms of sales or what you're actually looking for, right? You don't need everyone, all right, to follow you, right? You just need the right audience, you need the right messaging, and you need the right offer, all right? The right audience, the right messaging, and the right offer, all right? So we'll soon be rounding off, don't worry. Once we enter the practical session, it's breeze. We're going to be taking my all right, so let me just try and hold myself. Okay. So the next one, let me just be fast so that we get to the main thing. The next one is Facebook ads will automatically grow my business. How many of you have been on this table? Facebook ad will naturally grow my business. Or some of you here, you've thought to yourself, just imagine I have this product right now and say 100 people actually purchase it. How would it be? All right. How would it be? Then you decide to press that button that they actually target boost post. So you went ahead, you boosted the post, and you wasted your money. How many of you can actually relate to that? How many of you can relate to that, guys? Or am I alone? Is it only me that have experienced that before? Or hey guys, are you here? Hello, 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 hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So for the fact that you boosted a post does not necessarily mean anything will happen. There's a quote that is coming into me. I'm just thinking about the proverb, but it's not really aligning so much. All right. So ads simply amplifies what already exists. All right. Your ads, all right, simply amplifies what already exists. If you already have nonsense as a platform, as a business, it will only amplify the nonsense and it will bring nonsense results. Thoughtful as it's as I've mentioned, but okay. So thoughtful as it is, right? It's just what it is, right? So whatever you have, ads will simply multiply it. If you are doing something good that is making people tick emotionally, that is meeting them at that emotional frequency, if you boost it as an ad, it would normally give the kind of results that it it would give the amplification of the kind of result that you had when it was just on an organic reach. All right. So if your offer is weak, if your communication is confusing, if your follow-up is poor, or your customer experience is bad, ads will simply amplify what you're already doing and help and just basically help you lose money and you dash money to Mark Zuckerberg. All right. So if you are following me, you get what I'm saying, right? Just indicate in the chat section. You've been following thus far, and what I'm saying is resonating with you. Comment. Just indicate with your favorite stick R. All right. So are we together? All right, beautiful, beautiful. So the next one we're going to be looking at is, anyways, I hope I'm not talking too fast. I'm just trying to, beat time. Okay. So the next one is my business problem is a capital problem. I always hear this stuff when people say, "Oh, I want to start a business, but the problem is money." For many businesses, right, the first problem is not capital, it's clarity. That's the first thing, clarity. It's not, oh, I want to start a business. First of all, you have to be clear on what you want to do. Many business owners now, they do not have they do not, clearly understand their customers. That's one of, I'm already, I'm already giving a spoiler to what I want to do next. But then again, they do not clearly understand their customers. They cannot explain their value properly. All right. They have no system. They don't know how to consistently acquire those customers that they are actually looking for. All right. So money can itself cannot fix confusion and noise. All right. So you could add that as part of my quotes. Just write it there, write my name under, post it. Okay. So money itself cannot fix confusion and noise. All right. Your money, I need capital, or you go and meet somebody, I want to start a business, but I don't have money. Money is not your problem. It's clarity. What is the problem that you're actually trying to solve? Who is it targeted towards? What is the value that I am actually creating in order to fill the gap of that problem? So you need to understand all of those factors. Okay. So I'll be going into it deeper as we proceed. Let me just as practical as possible, help me, Lord. Number 6. Once someone says I'm interested, the sales is done. Yeah. This is very heartbreaking. Have you ever heard somebody tell you, "Oh, I'm interested, I'll get back to you before. I'm interested, I will get back to you." I believe it's a very, very, it's a very interesting line. I'm interested. I promise I'm interested, and I will get back to you. So that's where you will now understand the difference between marketing and sales. All right. So let me digress a little and explain the difference. I know people just have they just mix up the definition when it comes to branding, marketing, and sales. So first of all, to just make it simple, branding is simply when I step into a room, what do people think about me? When I leave the room, what do they see about me? Perception, right? Marketing is how do these people find me, right? How do I draw them to me? Sales is how do I close them? Not interaction, not, oh, your product is beautiful. Oh, no, I will recommend people. That is marketing. Sales is closing them, converting that attention into the outcome of revenue. That is sales. So branding is perception. Marketing is, I would have loved to find one word to it, but I've made it so awesome. But then again, it's actually your attention drawing. How do you draw their attention? Then sales is how do I convert that attention that I have now into the conversion of the outcome that I am actually seeking, which is revenue. All right. So you understand what I'm saying, right? You understand what I'm saying? Indicate in the chat section now, right? You understand? Just engage there. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, all right, all right. So let's go to. Okay, did I explain this very well? Okay. So once somebody says I'm interested, the sales is done. So let me just add some things to it. So most sales happen in the follow-up. As much as even myself, like follow-up for me is one area that I'm even trying to like. It's a necessary evil, but just keep following people up. Okay, hey, you actually mentioned that I should call you at this particular time, Monday, 6 p.m. So I just thought to reach out to you about what we actually discussed the last time, right? So keep on following them up until you actually close them. So the marketing brings them to you, but the first interaction you have, it's actually statistically proven that most of the time it's always the 4th to the 5th time of your touch point with those customers as they've come to you that you actually get to close them. So that space between the first time and that 5th follow-up period, that is where most people lose that particular lead. Even myself, at many points, right, this thing has happened to me a lot of times. And sometimes, even currently, it actually does. When you just feel tired, like, oh, this person asked me to reach out, I will reach out to the person, right? And you just forget, right? And at some point, you get to reach out to them and they will tell you, oh, I bought from somebody else. One of the most heartbreaking things that you would ever get to hear as a marketer, right? So many businesses lose customers because they respond late, they communicate poorly, they fail to build trust. Because every single thing about business in itself in the entirety of it is trust building, right? So that's why people with high integrity and people get to know them, it's capital when they will tell you that money is good, fame is good, but name itself is greater than everything. So I did mention, let's not do that. Right. So name, trust. So when people, I don't know, have you guys ever bought, you've watched the founder. If you've watched the founder here, indicates you've watched the founder about McDonald's, right? The how McDonald's actually came to be and everything. If you watched it here, please kindly indicate you've watched the founders. You could check it out. I could maybe one of the one of the movie recommendations that I'll be sending to you guys emails. Watch the founder, right? Watch the founder and understand something. The power of brand name. I think I will send you guys a link to download the movie. The power of brand name. Is it I forgot this person's name. Is it not Ray Kroc or something? The owners of McDonald's, they were serious technicians, right? They were serious technicians. So they were just very diligent people, structural people, and all, but they were not strategic thinkers. So Ray Kroc came to them. He did a whole lot of, strategic play around them, and he bought the company. And one of the founders or previous founders now came to him. He said, why McDonald's? Why did you actually come to us? You saw everything. You saw our system. You saw how we run things at the back. Why did you not just copy it? Why did you just come, with your own devious method and you buy us? He said, I can copy the system, but you have the name. You have the name. You have the name, and the name in itself is capital. That's why your branding and the way people perceive you, the weight of your name when you are not in the room, the weight of the name of your business when you are not in the room carries power in itself, carries a chunk of revenue. So when they will tell you that, oh, Coca-Cola is partnering with your business, they are not giving you money. They are not giving you anything. But not that name alone has actually placed a garment of trust in your business that anybody can exchange value based on that trust factor. So name in itself is a form of value exchange, right? So how heavy is the name of your business? So let me leave that one. Right. So yeah. So let's continue. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just catching fun here. All right. So yeah. Where were we? I just got lost in that story. Where were we, guys? Let's go back. Where were we? Somebody should remind me. Let me know if you guys are following. All right. Where were we before I dived into my story? Where are we, guys? I hope you guys are attentive. Where were we?
Yeah, you were talking about the difference between you're talking about the difference between sales, marketing, and branding. So you said
Thank you very
before.
much. Yeah. Sales, marketing, branding. Then I talked about following up your customers. Okay. Yeah. So I also mentioned about late to respond. To that thing again. Communicating poorly, then not following up properly, and also a lot of money are actually wasted in that phase. All right. A lot of money is hiding in abandoned conversations. So one of the systems that will actually give you guys, something practical, just write this down. We'll be wrapping up very soon. Very, very practical. When you engage somebody and they tell you, a client engages you and they tell you, oh, this, I'm just put it in the right way. So they'll tell you, okay, I would contact me at this particular time. Write it down. Put it in your Google Calendar so that you don't forget. Keep doing it like that. And before they leave you, before the customers leave you, even if they tell you, I'm not ready for it now, force it. Try and tell them what would be the best time that I would reach out to you, that it will be convenient to you. So this time it's them now that is giving the word. It's not you that is trying to force it on them. So at this point, they are putting their word on the ground, like, oh, call me at this time. All right. So it's not like in this case now, it's not you that is disturbing them, but it's them that they are requesting that you call you, put it on your calendar. All right. I also wanted to tell you one networking tip, but If you guys remind me at the end of the session, I will tell you guys. All right. So let's go to the last one before we get into the practicals of today. Very, very deep practical. So you guys should be ready. Then growth, business growth happens by luck. All right. Let's just bridge through this, okay? Because I have a lot of stories to tell. We'll not live here. So sustainable business growth is usually engineered. You have to engineer it. It's not by luck. All right. So your business grows through systems, positioning, marketing, understanding customer psychology, understanding human psychology in general, consistency. When they'll tell you, oh, just be consistent, you can be consistent too, but you may not necessarily get the outcome that you're looking for, because why? There are some other factors. For the fact that you have salt does not necessarily mean, or you just have an ingredient is not enough for you to cook the whole meal. There are different factors. Consistency is there, business system is there, positioning is there, marketing is there, testing and augmenting based on those tests that you've carried out, continuous improvements, like continuous improvement after testing. All of those factors are ingredients for you to get the kind of outcome of revenue or lead generation or engagement that you are actually seeking. All right. So growth is rarely accidental. All right. Please, you follow thus far. All right. You followed me thus far up to this point. Indicate in the chat section. You followed me thus far. You're enjoying the session. Indicate, please. All right. Guys, we are over like 30 here or something. indicate. You are following me very well. Kindly indicate, everyone. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So now I want you guys to understand something. Whenever you hear business, all right, we'll be going into the practicals. And please, guys, I'm going to be giving you guys, please. I'll literally, what I'm going to be giving you guys, I'll tell you, you will not get it from a business developer less than 500,000 naira, right? So I'm going to be giving you free of charge. There is no hidden agenda. I'm just giving it free, all right? No upsell, no nothing, all right? So whenever you hear business, I need you to think about three things. Most small business owners or wannabe entrepreneurs, they just focus on one aspect, which is the product. And for the sake of what, they don't even know about the product as much as they think that they do. They are just passionate about a particular skill, a particular product, and say, oh, I know everything about my product. Not necessarily true. There are three pillars that you need to understand. You cannot anchor yourself on one and you say, oh, this thing will work. No, there are three pillars. One of them is the market. You must understand the market. You must understand the customers. You must understand your products. You cannot think about it like this, yeah? You entered a new space where people that have gone there years before you, right? Anytime you think about business or opening anything or any skill set that you want to learn, I need you to think about this, that you are entering a space where people have been before you. Don't you think it would be wise for you to understand the terrain of where you are going to play? Think about it. I will give you guys time. Think 30 seconds. Think about it. You are entering a space. You want to dominate a space. You want to take the piece of a pie, but you don't want to understand how do these people play. It's just like when you enter a room, but you don't want to read the room first. You just want to go straight to the person that is there and, oh, I have this thing. You don't know that people are there before. You don't want to understand. Think about it. I don't know if you guys, do you guys understand what I'm saying? Think about it, that there are different people. Let's say you enter a company, you got into a company, and you are seeing the CEO there, you are seeing this, you are seeing the CEO, you are seeing everybody. Don't you think it would be wise enough for you to read the room, understand how things work, rather than just jumping and saying, oh, this is what I do, this is what I can do. It's not wisdom. It's not wise. So first of all, you want to understand the terrain where you are playing. You want to even know if the terrain is big enough for you as a person to thrive. Then, once you've understood that terrain, you now want to understand who are the people in that terrain and the major people. Like, okay, now I'm using 9 to 5, right? Who are the major people? Who are the major key stakeholders? I would liken that in this sense to customers. When you get a 9 to 5, first of all, you want to read the room. You want to understand everybody. Why is this person reacting like this? So maybe with the way this person is acting, this person is the major decision maker. This person is a staff, but he has control over majority of things that is happening here. So maybe probably I should make friends with him. Maybe this is how you should think. Being strategic in a place. So you have, I think I was reading a verse of scripture today, and it was really, really cool. It was Jesus saying, be gentle as a dove, but be wise as a serpent. Most of the time, we just go with dove strategy, but there is a serpentine energy that you need to also take in order for you to really take a chunk of the pie. You need to be as wise as serpent. All right? It's Jesus. It's not me. Do you understand? So understand this. You need to understand the room. The room in this case is the market. All right? You need to understand the customers. Who are the major people? When you talk about corporate organizations, the major people that you want to, not necessarily saying let them see me, but for them to take note of you. Those are the major stakeholders, the C-suite level people, the managers, and all of those people, right? Then the product is the value that you have to offer. So now let's go back to marketing. You need to, as business as it is, you need to understand the market, you need to understand the customers, you need to understand the product. So most people actually even have partial knowledge about their product. They just know the features. They don't know the emotions tied to their product. Remember what I mentioned earlier, that you sell with emotions, you justify with logic. All right? Oh, wow. There is one story. Let me tell you guys this, yeah? There is one story, right? I want to tell you guys. There was a man, yeah? There was a particular man. I don't necessarily say he's an evil man, but he had a store, he has an outfit, and he had a strategy of selling. Now, listen to this closely. He has a strategy of selling. And what he will naturally do, whenever a customer comes into his shop, he has somebody that will be at the front end that always behave as though he's deaf. Listen to this. So whenever a customer comes and say, oh, how much is this product? What he will do is that he will say, he would give that expression like, sorry, I can't hear you. Like, I can't hear you, right? Then the person would, reiterate, how much is this product? And I say, okay, sorry. Like, he just gives that gesticulation and he says 25,000. Let me just use what 25,000. He says 25,000. Or let me just use 50. He says 50,000 naira. Then he will not say, okay, wait, let me call my Oga. Right? He will not put it on loudspeaker. He will not say, Oga, how much is this product? Right? How much is this product? The Oga will not say, oh, the product is 70. Then he will not say, yes, 60. What that thing does is that it tricks the people into saying, I want to buy it fast before this person will realize, right, that he has made a mistake. So that in itself is a sales psychology that they were using in that place because they understood their customers that most of them, they are greedy. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So he says he's deaf, right? He's forming as though he's deaf. You say, oh, the price is 50. And he places it on loudspeaker, the Oga says 70. So the customer will just say, okay, yes, give me the price. But that 50 that he even mentioned is higher, way higher than the actual price of that product. So that in itself, they understand their customers' psychology, that first of all, people are greedy, right? People are greedy. Customers will always want to, even you yourself, you ask yourself that you always want to get more of an outcome than the money that you're investing. True or true? So that's when somebody will pack so much offer, Valentine offer, and you tell you, oh, the price is now this. That's where you rush it. It's human beings. We are just like that, right? So you need to understand the psychology. It's not like you are trying to manipulate anybody, okay? But that in itself, there was like a mini line there. But yeah. So you need to understand the market. You need to understand the customer. You need to understand the product. Now think about it. Another scenario or another analogy that I would communicate to you guys. Think about your best friend. Think about your best friend. You know what makes your best friend tick. You know what you would say to your best friend that your best friend will react positively, or your best friend, or even your partner as it is, would react to. But just imagine at another point, you come and give them something that you know that they will not, it does not make sense to them. They will not purchase it because it's not emotionally attracting or attractive to them. So if you don't know the person that you want to sell to, how do you communicate to them the product that you are trying to offer? It's just, do you guys understand this? So please just comment if you are following, if you are following me, so that we'll just breeze through this and we'll get to the practical. Yeah. You'll be following me. All right. Awesome. 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 So understanding the market where you are playing, understanding the people to whom you are playing, right? And understanding the product by which you will play. Okay. So I think my name should be under there. What do you think? Et al. Wisdom 2020. What now? 2026. Right. So yeah. So where are we? Let me not allow phone to carry me from here. So practicals, people. So as I promised, I'm not just going to be fluffing around or telling you guys jokes, right? We're going to be doing a very, very deep practical, right? And in this session, you don't want to blink, okay? You don't want to blink. So what we are going to be doing, right? I'm going to be breaking down how you can right now, right? Like I mentioned, I'm compressing 3 sessions into one, right? You are going to be, at the end of this session, if you know what you want to do, you would know how, you will get a document right now. That will help you to deeply analyze your industry, which is what? Your market. Secondly, it will help you to discover who your ideal buyers truly are, not the one that you are telling yourself. Because when they will tell you who are your ideal buyers, you say everybody. Nah, that's wrong. You will tell yourself, oh, it is so and so people, but you are not communicating at that level by which they can resonate with you. So you tell yourself, oh, I'm creating a luxury brand, a luxury brand. Everybody's just throwing the word around, but can you communicate in a luxurious way that we attract those luxurious people? It's a question. If you come to me and you tell me, oh, I am a sapiosexual and I love reading, I love this, but there is a way you will communicate that would actually betray what you are portraying. True or true? True or true, my people? True or true? So there is a manner in which you will communicate that I will say, oh, wow, this guy's resonating. Like, I think I should be this guy's friend. Or this guy is just posing and he's not really the person that he portrays himself to be. So there is a manner of communicating. There is a manner. That's why it's called branding. So there are some kind of things that as a business, if you want to attract the right kind of people, you should not be communicating in that manner. You guys know. So you as a business owner, first of all, people don't trust logos. They trust people. And in that case, excuse me. And in that case, if you understand that fact alone, you will know that, oh, on your WhatsApp status, you don't just go, you are selling a product that is worth, let's just say 50,000 naira. And every single day you just come out, Nigeria scatter, oh, I'm so hungry, this one, this. You are not worth the 50K. Sorry. So I cannot come to you and you tell me, oh, how much is your product? You tell me 50K, and I know that you're a hungry person. Please make it make sense. Make it make sense. I will not give you that because I don't think that you are worth it. So there is a kind of positioning and branding and which you would actually carry yourself that I would say, this person is actually worth this thing. So even when I'm telling you, oh, I'm giving you this as a discount, you will thank me. You will thank the heavens that I'm even paying attention to you. I think this is where you clap. Oh my goodness. All right. So yeah. Um so let's go ahead. All right. So let's go into the practicals of things. So I mentioned that you get to deeply analyze your industry, get to discover who your ideal buyers are, and uncovering your customer pain point, which is very important. If you don't know what makes people tick, you won't resonate with them. Then emotional buying triggers, objections and trust factors, and how to detailedly analyze your competitors, which is still understanding your terrain and the markets and the people involved. All right. So now I would give you you don't know the amount of time it took me to create this prompt. So I actually call it the master prompt. Let me share my screen. So those guys are not joined. Yeah. So let me share my screen right about now and just show you guys what this prompt entail. So this is AI. All right, we're in an AI space. I don't think anybody now wants to be sitting down. Many of you here, let me just say you're lazy, but is the aura of the times where people just want to plug it on AI, get the right prompts, and get all their answers. Right. So I'm going to be all right. So I'm going to be sharing my screen. So kindly indicate if you can see my screen, everybody. I'm trying to do this like 15 minutes. Beautiful. Yeah. So if you go through this prompt now, I don't mean I can show you how I created this prompt, but then again, this is the product. This is what you need. You don't need so much. So this is a master prompt, and this prompt will basically. So you can see this. It said act as a what? Let me zoom this in. So see how long the prompt is. The prompt is about the prompt result is about I think 13 pages or so. Is this 13 or 6 pages? I'm not sure. You will hardly find a prompt that is as detailed as that. So I'm going to be giving you guys for free. All right. So once you've gotten this, so I mentioned that if you fill the form, I actually get to use your business, and I've used somebody's business. I think this person is in food. I don't know if the person joins. Lucky the person, but if not, it's okay. So let me go through it and just show you what it actually entails. It says act as a world-class marketing research analyst, consumer act as a world-class market research analyst, consumer psychologist, digital strategist, and business growth consultant. I want you to perform a deep market analysis for my business using online research, customer conversations, competitor analysis, reviews, forums, Reddit discussions, YouTube comments, Quora, Facebook groups, Trustpilot reviews, blog discussions, TikTok comments, X or Twitter conversations, and other publicly available online resources. All right. So my business or product is that. So this is where you are going to plug in this prompt, all right, to Claude AI. All right. So for those persons that don't know it, I'm just going to do like a like a mini demo here. All right. So I'm going to do like a mini demo here, and you're going to describe your business services as as best as you can. All right. Don't kill it. Just as much as you can, just put it here. Describe your business, your product, your service clearly as you can. Don't overkill yourself. Then, where is the target location? So you're just going to edit all of this out. You're going to delete it. Then your goal is you are going to place your goal here. So I saw from the back end, the forms back end that, some persons you say, I'm headed, I actually want the outcome of sales in this webinar. I want the outcome of this. I want the outcome of lead generation. I want the outcome of conversions. So you're just going to place your outcome. That's the goal that you have in mind. What is the outcome here? So you're going to leave it here. The rest you can delete it. But if you have more than one, you can leave everything. All right. So I want you to help me to deeply understand my ideal customer profile. One, this is the first thing that is going to be helping you to do. So so it's going to help you. It said identify the best customer segment. All right. So all these key terms now. Anything that this is how you can learn business, guys. All right. With this prompt alone, if you calm down to break down some things if you are diligent enough. So you could just take some words. If you don't understand it, go and research it on your own end. If you can do that till the end of this prompt, right? This is just for people that want to understand more deeply about business, not just WhatsApp selling. All right. So you could take some things, some terms that you don't understand in this research prompt result. Take it to Google or take it to any chat GPT. Explain what is meaning of customer profile. That's how you can learn with speed and not necessarily having to go to MBA or something. If you want to go for that, please go for that. And please, if you have the opportunity, do that. So identify the best customer segment, all right? Most likely to buy my product or services, include the age range, the gender. This is now understanding what this prompt does for you is understanding your customers, their gender, their income level, their occupation, their education level. This is what you call a demography, all right? Their values, their online behaviors, psychography, everything. They said also identify my primary audience, my secondary audience, and the hidden or overlooked audience opportunities that my other competitors, they are not paying attention to. So this is the second part. This is now the emotional part. Secondly, I want you to look into the customer's pain point. So research and identify the biggest frustrations that my customers have. At this point, you are now getting to know these people without them even knowing that you are getting to know them. So when you communicate on your flyer or you post a particular kind of content, right? You say, how did this person know this is what I want? Now you're not resonating at that frequency that you need to resonate in order for them to take the required action that you actually need. So I hope I'm not talking too fast. I want us to close this as soon as possible. So their biggest frustrations, their daily struggles, emotional pain, financial pain, time-related pain, fears and anxieties. You can see all of these things are emotional triggers. What customers complain about mostly online, then their emotional buying triggers. Identify what emotionally motivates them to buy, their deepest desires, aspirations, status, goals, their fear of failure, their fear of missing out, their dream outcomes. Now, this is where all those people, they catch you very well, right? So customer objections. What are the major customer objections they have? This is where you need these ones when you are doing your follow-up, right? So if you are doing follow-up and they'll say, oh, I need this, I need that, but you can, before they even get to you, you must have answered these objections. Or even while they're on the call, right? These objections would have been answered. So the price objections, the trust objections, fear of scam, waste of money, fear of wasting money, then provide how to overcome each objections. Now you can say this is a master prompt. Then what are the trust builders? Trust builder is not saying identify what makes the customers trust brands in this industry. So in this case, you are not even entering the building, but I know what is going on in the building because my AI is going into that company and into the building and helping me to understand the room, helping me to understand everybody there, helping me to know how they tick, helping me to know the major people, helping me to know the opportunities in the room. So this AI prompt literally help you digest all of those information without you necessarily entering the room. I hope I'm not talking too fast. Right, guys? Are you following? Are you following? Are you following? Are you following? Alrighty, right? So look at all of these things here, the competitor analysis, their strength, their offerings, their price, their messaging, the content and marketing insights. So we're going to plug this now into AI. Let's see the results, all right? So what you're not going to do, all of these insights here, say action plan. Okay, let me see. This is now your content positioning strategy. Help position my business uniquely in the market, provide my unique selling points, strong positioning statement, my brand messaging, emotional positioning, then the action plan. Finally, provide a step-to-step action plan. What should I do first? My best marketing channels. What is my audience strategy, my quick wins, my long-term strategy, right? So the important instruction, use real customer conversation reference where possible. So this is actually taken from different platforms, from Quora, from YouTube comments, Instagram comments, X comments, and all. Pull insights from multiple online platforms, reference pattern behavior, focus on psychology and buying behavior. So now I'm going to copy all of this. So now this last part says the end of the report end the report with 5 most profitable business opportunities in the market right now, right? So I'm going to copy everything here. I'm going to copy everything here. Just copy, drag it up. All right. So I'm going to drag this up. Just what am I doing? Control A, copy everything. Control C, all right, to Control A to highlight, Control C to copy. Then I'm going to paste it on my AI, all right? So I have already done this already, so that I will not waste time because I want to shut down this class right now. So I already did this. Let me reshare my screen. So I'm going to be using somebody's business here. I already picked, they made my choice. So where is this meeting link? So hold on, let me reshare my screen. Let me reshare my screen. Apologies for the extra time, everyone. So now I'm using drum rolls, share. So I'm using, in about 10 minutes, we'll be done with this session, right? So apologies for the extra time. So I'm using, whose business is this now? Okay. Okay, found it. So I'm using, I copied these prompts and I pasted it and I edited those dashes. So this person's business is Patience area Metals Foods. That's wholesale food distribution in Nigeria. So if you are here, please kindly indicate. If you are here, this is your business. Who is that? Who's that? Are you here? Okay. So is the owner of this business here? Oh, Jonathan Blessing, is that you? Is this your business? Patience area Metals Food. All right, so let me assume it is. All right, so now let's read this. What was the result of the prompt, right? It says here, patients area, metals, food, wholesale distribution. All right, that's awesome. He said, Nigeria, now look at what it gave us. Now, guys, look at this. How much would you pay me for me to do this thing for you if I am not giving you this for free? Or if Well Up Digital is not giving you this for free? It's a Nigerian food industry. First of all, now it's analyzing the market. Remember, I told you three things, three pillars: market, the customers, and the product. He said area. All right. Maybe I'm so excited. All right. Nigerian's food and drink market was valued at approximately 54.1 billion in 2024, and is expected to reach 2 billion by 2023. The growing at cumulative annual gross revenue of about 6% despite economic headwinds. So what it's doing is going deep into the market. And for those people that you want to create a business plan or a business, this is exactly what you need for a business plan. This is it. This is the business plan. Everything. Just give it to you for free. Right? So despite economic headwinds, Nigerian food and grocery retail valued at so billion. So you are seeing the market cap. You are seeing the pie in the industry, right? And is valued at 44 billion in 2024. 2022 is projected to grow at 4.1% through 2027, driven by population exceeding 230 million by 2027. So it's projecting that the Nigerian population is going to grow by is going to exceed 230 million. Rapid urbanization and rising demand for staple foods like rice, yam, and beans. So the critical insight, this is the critical insight. This market is enormous, right? This market is enormous, but deeply underserved by unreliable, trustworthy wholesale operators. That is the gap that Patience Area Matters Food must own. Now look at the ideal customers. These are primary audience, provision stores or kiosk owners, which are age range 28, 25. So you read all of these things. Let me just go through. You see their income level, you see their occupations. Then these are the secondary audience, right? Food vendors, caterers, and event food businesses. So you could see their platforms majorly in TikTok, Instagram, and all that. Then hidden and overlooked audience. Now look at this. Patients. I think that's Jonathan Blessing. This is a hidden audience that this business can actually leverage. Think about it that These schools, they actually have activities. They say schools, especially those federal schools, feeding programs, hotels, hospitals, churches, NGOs. Imagine online grocery micro businesses reselling on WhatsApp or Instagram. Most traditional wholesalers don't market to them directly. They assume these buyers come to the market. They don't. They want someone to come to them. So this is where you now start getting to submit proposal. There are some schools that are boarding school. I attended a boarding school. Now this is a business strategy for you. I attended a boarding school, and there were, every single period in the week we were always eating rice, or some days we were always eating beans. So assuming that you were the major suppliers of those people, you write a proposal to them. Okay, this is what we are doing. This is what we offer. This is how we are different from other people. And this is what we are offering to you at this price that is even lower than what anybody that would be, charging your current suppliers as it is. So a single school feeding program contract or wholesale partner can be worth 500 to this monthly, a million monthly. Okay, let's leave this. So what are the customers' pain points? What are your customers' pain points? Now, it went deep into research of other people on other platforms. And this is what it's telling you. Number one frustration is supplier inconsistencies. Because why? Major suppliers, sometimes they run out of stock, right? They run out of stock and they want to, they run out of stock and sometimes they disappoint those their customers. This is a major frustration for people. Assuming you're having a party, this person is telling you, oh, I need so amount of bag of rice. And later you're coming to tell them that, oh, it's not available, we run out of stock and all that. So this is a frustration in this market. So please, let me not just assume that everybody is following me, right? So if you are following me right here, just indicate, right? This is making sense. This is valuable information for you guys. Just indicate, all right? So if it's not, I could just end the class and we are gone, all right? If it's not, just let me know. So, so price volatility, these are some challenges here. I said the customer pain point, price volatility, sometimes the price increases. So now, these are some of the quotes that we got from online. Say last month I bought Gary at 18,000 naira per bag. Today they are quoting it at 27,000. How do I pay my own? How do I plan my own pricing? So trust and authenticity fears, poor customer service for existing wholesalers, logistics problems, cash only value. Now think about it that you as a business person, you have your own and you impute your details here. Okay, let me see what it tells me. And you are getting ideas. For those people that say, oh, I want to run a business, or I want to start a business, I don't have idea. Use this prompt. Right? So the emotional triggers, these are the emotional triggers. Remember, I told you that people buy emotionally, they justify with logic. Now, this is giving you their own emotional triggers, right? They pasted it online. Oh, I don't like this supplier, I don't like this. So now we've gotten those information. Now let's leverage. Fear of stock outs, like fear of business failure the deepest fear of a provision store owner is not price, is running out and disappointing our customers. Solve this fear and they will pay you a premium and stay loyal for life. Let me just keep this. The dream of growing their business, social status and respect. You need to read this stuff. Maybe I will even paste it on the group. Jonathan, should I paste this on the group? Am I permitted? Right? Am I permitted to paste this on the group? Or should I share it to you alone? All right. Awesome. So so now look at the customers. Oh, awesome. So you guys can just learn a thing or two from it. So you can see here the customer objection, how to overcome them. You can see your price is too high. So this is the reality behind it. I can get it cheaper at mile 2. This is the reality. But the solution is quantify total cost, their price plus transport plus time plus the risk of bad product equals to your value, and your value wins. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. So I don't know you, I don't trust you. The reality behind it, what they're actually saying is that, will you disappear? So if on your Instagram, think about it, on your Instagram page or stuff, you are showing your warehouse. Because assuming now because what we are doing now, we want to translate your business from traditional to digital. So most people, these are the objections they have. How do I not trust you? I'll send you money and you disappear. But on your post, you are listening, okay, we are going to the warehouse now. This is what we're doing. We just, these are the new stocks that we're having. They get to see somebody carrying it into the shop. So they are seeing all of those content. Now, this is now moving to content now, the kind of content that you'll be creating. Then you will now start taking voice notes, WhatsApp voice notes from real buyers. So this is where you will now start getting the contact information from your buyers. So how was the product and everything? Can you give me like a voice note customer testimonial? Then you can record that voice note testimonial, push it online, because that is what this business actually understands. This is what makes the customer stick online. So what if the product, the goods are bad, have been burnt before? So this is the reality. This is what they are saying. So small trial order with satisfaction guarantee, show the NAFDAC registration. So you are seeing all of these things. Then what are the trust builders, NAFDAC compliance documentations, CAC, phone numbers that people actually get to pick. So high impact trust, premium trust. So you read all of these things, the founder story, yada, yada, yada. Then the competitor analysis, understanding competitor analysis, the market gap, then the content and insight. This is good. He said high impact engagement. These are the platforms. The price comparison videos. He said here today. Now this is a content hook. He said here today. Here is today's price of rice versus what you can get from us. This is a content that you want to shoot online. So this is like a content hook. Now you get this at the normal rate of this, but we are actually selling right now. So if you want to get this, we are selling at so and so time. We are running out of stock. Get your this thing now. What are you saying? We are Nigerians. We are emotional people. So you are seeing this content that warehouse behind the scene tours, customers success stories, inflation survival tips. You could check them out there. Video concept. Look at, he's giving you a video concept. He said, I bought Gary from 5 different wholesalers in Benin. Here's what I found. This is your thing. This is your content. See, do you get? This is your content. I bought Gary. Nigerians, we like gist, right? So you tell them, oh, I bought Gary from 5 different wholesalers in Benin. Here's what I found. Then how much Mama Ngozi saves per month buying from us versus the market. So these are different hooks. This is the best customer fit. So I beg, I'll paste this thing on the group, right? So let's just wrap up the class. It's a lot. It's a lot. It just goes down, 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 down. And yeah, so I'm going to paste this, right? I'm going to send it to you guys on the group and also share to your emails, right? So we'll bring today's class to a close here, right? We'll bring today's class to a close here. So let me get you guys a response. How was today's session? I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. How was today's session? Right. So I hope you guys got value for your time. So this is where we end today's session, right? So there is more. There is more as the community engagement goes. As each session, you don't want to miss any session. Actually, you don't want to miss any session. So if you have anybody that is in business that wants to join the community, share them the link. All right, share them the link. So at this point, I will take questions. We are done with today's session, but if you want to stay and you ask your questions, we are here. All right. So Efosa Dorcas, please go ahead. You have a question. Let me hear it. All right. Efosa Dorcas, do you have a question? All right, I think not. Jonathan Blessing, do you have a question?
I'm sorry, it was a mistake.
It's come. All right. So is there anything I want to tell you guys before we close? Anything? All right.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, everyone, for joining in.
So
I hope the class was. Oh, Gideon, please go ahead.
you said we should remind you of something. I just remembered.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry.
What was that again? Do you remember?
It had to do with a tip you were supposed to share.
Oh, yes. So now, let me tell you this. All right. So I got a tip. All right. Okay. Should I say this? All right. Let me just say. So this morning, or would I say, is it this morning or yesterday? Yeah, this morning. So I was reading a book, and not like that was, I got the idea from the book, but it just came to me. All right. So when you get anybody's number, this is how you can actually help your networking skills, right? Most especially your customers. Customer relationship, building customer relationship. Even generally, you go to a networking event, you just find somebody very interesting. When you are saving their contact, ask for their birthday date. And what you can do is that you can save the number and the birthday date on the same column or the same row. So you say Gideon and I will match this, or you can just put it short form MARTERD, right? So assuming that you have customers, right, that You have customers. This is something that other people don't do. See, if you don't use emotions in this life, you will miss out on a lot. People are very emotional. Oh wow, is that seller that actually remembered my birthday? People are emotional. Is that person to buy for me? His price is high, but that thing I did that day, nobody have ever remembered. How do you even know my birthday? You would actually forget that. The person will even forget that you asked them or they even told you. So when you are saving people's contacts, moving on, think about it like this. Gideon Onaiwu, March 22nd. So every single month that comes, the start of every single month, search that month, June, with what you save, whether it's the first 3 words or the first 4 words, JUN. Then you see the list of people's birthday on that particular date. You have the people that you will contact. So you call them a day two, right? So that you will not be as though you saw it on their status. It's no longer special. So a day two, you just tell them, oh, hey, I'm glad to reach out. Your birthday is tomorrow. I just want to wish you this. I just want to pray for you. I just want to do this. I just want to do that. And think about it. You do those things to your customers. Come on. You guys should think about it. What do you think? What is that differentiating factor between you and other people? The little extra. It's a little extra you add to ordinary to make it what? Bam. Do you understand? All right, so I just gave you. Oh, okay. Somebody said this now. He said, Akpewe said, I had someone that did it and she sent me a gift for my birthday. I was so stunned. Till now, I can't let it go. Now, imagine that this person that did this thing to you sells something. Do you think, even if other people are saying it higher, emotionally, you are connected to that person? So I rest my case here tonight. I hope you got value for your time. And yeah. So thank you very much. I remain Wisdom Honorable, and I'm going to be seeing you guys in the month of June, probably once or twice, but let's see how it goes. All right. So one favor I will ask you guys is that you guys should share the registration link for this, or rather, maybe I will create another registration link for generally the community. But you guys should share the registration link for further engagement that we're going to be having, because we are still going to be using our emails. And please pay attention to your emails. I'm going to be sending in some valuable stuff to you guys this week and just be engaging with you guys with my own personal email. Probably you could send me a question. If I have the time, I will answer. I'm not promising anything. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. And yeah, thank you so much, Gideon, for that. Unless I would have actually forgotten. All right.
And it's Mr. Wisdom.
Motivate me.
Just
I'm always motivated.
use the emoji.
All right. Thank you so much.
Appreciate. So before you leave, Mr. Richmond and Ogenekewe, they have a question. So
All right,
I'll just
sure.
ask that you guys kindly unmute your mic. Starting with Mr. I don't know if you're Mr. or Mrs. Ogenekewe. Just unmute your mic and ask your question.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Hi,
Yeah, good evening.
okay, thank you, sir, for the section. It was really enlightening. My question is, for someone trying to start a business, like going into the catering industry, and so one requires funding from external sources, from friends, families, and the others. Okay, now, they required to write a proposal in order to get that funding, and also going to defend it. So, what do you think, or what do you suggest is essential for writing a proposal? And can this prompt thing be used as a guide to write proposal? That's my question.
Yeah, it can. It can. Right. It can. So it can. It actually can. It actually can help. Right. So what would happen is that I'm not promising. Right. So let me just be clear. I'm not promising that I would have personal time. Right. Unless it's class. It's on a class basis. Right. So for some of those private sessions on how to do those things, it's actually paid. But all this community stuff, it's It's free of charge, right? So, but nevertheless, it's we just want to see how we can help you guys, right? For just today, I will just give an exemption, right, on how to go about it. All right. I don't know if I'm clear. Do you care? All right. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, so I will just maybe send a DM on the chat. So maybe you could just chat me up. All right. So thank you very much, everyone. Is there any other further question from anyone?
Richardson, you can go ahead and ask a question.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Wisdom. I wanted
Mm.
to ask, is it possible I get customers as clients without proper adverts? Can I begin a business and getting customers even without advertising my business?
Okay. So is it possible for you to go okay. Is it possible for you to get customers without advertising your business?
Yeah.
So I want to now understand, what do you understand? What is now your own definition by advertising? Because some people, advertising may be, oh, I don't advertise, but I work with referrals. So for them, that is a form of advertising. So if you are defining advertising by just creating your product and you're inside your house and people will come to you, no, it's not possible. But if you are defining advertising, right, by saying, okay, the means by which you're actually going about it. Say, okay, I don't do this usual traditional, I'm not say traditional, this digital marketing way of posting my business online, or I just wait for referrals because of the abundance of good work that I've done previously. That could be your own form of advertising. If you don't think that is a form of advertising, right, and you've been getting customers like that, that is advertising. So it's not even possible that you just stay and create a product, nobody knows about it, right? So, but if you've been working, people are coming to you from, oh, this person did a good job, I can, vouch for him. You are advertising without advertising. That is now what you call customer referrals, right? So, if it's not that, there is no other way you would want to say you're just creating a product, you're not advertising, you're not online, you are not, you know, you are not delivering product for people that is good enough for them to refer you. So it's not possible, right? Referral in itself is advertising. I don't know if that answers your question.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone. Do you have a lovely night rest? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wisdom. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Although it took a lot more time than expected, but I'm certain that you had value for your time. The prompt will be shared on the group. And if you're not following on our socials, on our Instagram, on X, if you're not following us, I would also drop the socials on the group so you can go and check us out and see the future webinars that we'll be hosting for you guys. So thank you so much.
Oh,
Have a
one
wonderful
more thing,
night.
please. The registration link for those persons that joined the from here, that you just joined in the webinar, you don't have any connections to anybody, please, wherever, if you could kindly share them the main webinar registration so that we could get their emails, so that I could personally be in interaction with them, right, and send them those other things I said I went to send to them. So thank you so much, everyone. Just stay online if you've not registered, right? Send them the whole thing so that they can get further information of further webinars. Thank you so much. So good night.
If you've not filled the form, I just sent it on the chat box, so you can use the link to fill the form. So we'll have your details and send you emails eventually. And also join the community group because we'll be posting a lot of valuable information there as well. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful night's rest. And we look forward to seeing you in the next webinar. Bye. Oh, okay. Uh, oh, you can't copy the link from here. Are you on the group?
Yes, I'm in the group. I'm in the group. I'm saying that can you drop
Okay,
it on the group so I can
no problem.
quickly.
I'll drop.
Okay,
I'll
thank
drop.
you very much.
Have a wonderful night.
Okay, you too. Bye.